He's a hypocrite. He's lying to his fans. He's lying to his fans.
Alright guys, so because Childish thinks he has some type of leverage on me or something, of me like admitting to cheating on alternative accounts, I'm just gonna say it right now, yeah, I cheated on alternative accounts. Boom. What you're gonna do now, okay? So, there you go.
Alright, what's up guys? So recently Tenebrous made a video on me, and I was kind of expecting it, honestly. I mean, I was pretty hyped up for it, like I was excited to see this video. But after watching it, I'm gonna be completely honest, I was kind of disappointed. Like I honestly thought he would make a better video. But I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't as good as I thought it would be, especially since he claimed it took him over 5 hours to make. But regardless, we're gonna watch this video and we're just gonna talk about it. Alright, so right off the bat, Tenebrous makes a statement about how I'm banned on Hypixel, which is in fact true. I am currently banned on Hypixel, but what's weird is that the reason why I'm banned is completely irrelevant to his exposed video, which makes no sense. So I'll put it up on the screen right now. I'm actually banned for account sharing, and he was well aware of that too. He knew that I was banned for account sharing, and yet still decided to include this part into his video. And I mean, there are only two logical reasons as to why he would do this. A, because he attempted to manipulate his fans and people that watch this video to think that I was banned for cheating so that I could look worse. Or B, I mean, I'll let him explain it for himself actually.
I don't think he really seems to care. I mean, he appears not to care in this clip. He's putting no effort.
Not gonna lie, I'm really starting to think it was because of the first reason, and it's quite evident when his fans are literally commenting on my video saying that I was banned for cheating, when that clearly wasn't the case, and he was the one who misinformed all of them. But regardless, we're gonna be talking about how Tenebrous is still the same liar he was a couple years ago when he got exposed for cheating. Alright, so for those who are actually confused about the intro of this video, I'll give you guys some backstory. So pretty much, before Tenebrous uploaded this exposing video on me, he pretty much, there was a lot of drama on Twitter first, and we were in a call with each other, and in the call, he openly admitted to me that he cheated on alternative accounts, which he still does to this day. But anyways, yeah, he told me he cheated on alts, and I called him out on it on Twitter, and I mean, his first response was just to completely lie. And I mean, I don't really care that people cheat on alts. Like, if Tenebrous wanted to cheat on alts, I really don't care. I wasn't gonna expose him for it. But when he is accusing me of being manipulative and a liar, when he's doing exactly what he just accused me of doing, that's when it actually matters. Tenebrous is the literal definition of a hypocrite, which is quite funny because right after I called him out for cheating, and right after he lied, about 10 minutes later, he actually made a Twitter video pretty much admitting to cheating on alts, proving that I was right and that he was lying. Which makes sense, honestly, because it's clear that he did this for damage control. Pretty much, since he was the one that exposed himself for cheating, he wouldn't get as much hate because he was the one who did it himself. But let's say if I were the one who made a video exposing him for cheating, he would get way more hate because I was the one who did it. Which is why he admit before I could actually upload this video on him. It's honestly, it makes sense if you think about it. The proof is there. He did lie. There are screenshots of him lying. And then when he realizes that he fucked up and that I could actually expose him for it, he pretty much admits so that it takes all the hate away from him.
Alright guys, so because Childish thinks he has some type of leverage on me or something, of me admitting to cheating on alternative accounts, I'm just gonna say it right now, yeah, I cheated on alternative accounts. Boom. What you're gonna do now, okay? So, there you go. I cheated. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, I did. No, I didn't. No, 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 I did. No, I didn't. Good luck with that.
He's lied in the past, he still continues to lie, and he will most likely keep lying in the future because that's just how he is. At one point, he was literally the most hated person in the Minecraft community just because he was known for spewing out lies and just being an overall retard. But now that we're done actually talking about how he's just a complete manipulative hypocrite, we're going to be actually talking about his video he made. Alright, so I decided to talk about the misplaced claim first because this is probably one of the most easiest claims to debunk. So essentially what Tenebrous is doing is that he's trying to prove that I'm using misplaced from a third person perspective, which makes absolutely no sense and is just completely retarded. But anyways, what he did was he went on a misplaced client and he pretty much showed that you were able to hit someone through a block. Well, yeah, no shit. Like, that's common knowledge, dude. But the thing is, there are other explanations to show that you can get this hit legit. I'll put one on the screen right now, actually. Alright, so this clip right here is going to completely prove Tenebrous wrong and show that I'm right and that this hit is, in fact, possible. So pretty much what I did is I went on a VPN with 240 MS, which is the exact same amount MS that Dealey gets, considering he literally has a YouTube video titled Playing Ranked with 240 MS. So it's pretty much the exact same thing, right? So what I did was I replicated this exactly, the exact same block, so you can compare it. Cyclist was standing on the block, in the corner block over here, because there was a block in the video. And, well, I'll let you guys watch this. That's exactly what I did to Dealey. I placed the block and Cyclist was able to hit me through it. You can do exactly what I did. I even managed to slash ping right over here. 242 ping. Is that not exactly what I just did? And that was done legit too. So Tenebrous's argument against that is completely invalid. And this completely just proves that I'm right.
Why the clip is 100% impossible, no matter how you try to spin this, it's 100% impossible. He is using misplace. 100% definite, I can say with 100% certainty that he is.
So as you guys can see, I was able to replicate that exact same hit under the same circumstances. We were both getting really high ping, 240 ping to be exact, and we were both in an enclosed area, yet I was still able to get that hit. One thing I do want to say though is, I responded to the video with a comment saying I hit him through the corner of the block. That was actually incorrect. That did not happen. So essentially, I tried remembering the game from how it was, and I guess I got mixed up because there were more than just those two games. As much as Dealey hates me, I'm sure he'll be able to tell you guys that there were at least 7 or 8 games we played where he accusated me, and some were on the exact same map. So I guess I just got mixed up, and I said I hit him through the corner of the block, but that's not what happened. As you can see though, the point of this is, I was still able to replicate that hit on a completely, legit client while he's, under the same circumstances, so. Alright, so for those wondering about the hits I got before he enclosed himself, I'll show you guys right now. These ones right over here. So everything before this hit, pretty much, it also looked pretty sketchy. I just wanted to say, so in my first response video that I made, my argument was that everybody were getting hits like these. And so pretty much, this is another one of his videos. This is a completely different video, by the way, where someone is getting the exact same hits on him. You can see that was through a block. He took so much knockback that he actually took fall damage from that hit. I'll replay it for you guys just so you could see. It's frozen right now, 1 second. Okay, so right over here, I'll put it in slow motion. You guys are able to see he placed the block, then got hit through it. Quite similar to what happened with me, actually. But he placed a block and then I hit him through it. It's the exact same. And he's just being hit from so far away too. This, you can go on his channel and you can search any video he has on his channel and you can pretty much see that this happens to him. Everybody who he fights, they do this to him. So these hits are easily explainable by that. Not to mention, you don't see particles because I'm using a fire aspect sword. I'm not using a sharpness sword. So those hits could have landed at any time and you wouldn't be able to tell because there's no particles coming out.
Let's see really quickly right here. Let's see. Oh, hey Cerny. Childish was hacking in the video that you were recording, right? The one that
That's
was
the fake Childish, though. Yeah.
the one in Night Colors video.
Pardon?
The one in Night Colors video, Childish was hacking, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Sure.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Alright, so I don't really understand how asking Cerny in a call whether or not I cheat proves that I cheat. Like, this man literally just went into a call with someone, asked him if I cheated, and after he said yes, he used that as an argument to prove that I was cheating. Like, how does that make sense? There's no way that this is not a troll. Like, especially coming from Tenebrous, that's honestly just, like, that's pretty weird, not gonna lie. Like, I don't understand how that makes sense whatsoever. But anyways, I admit, in the video, I do pretty much ask, like, people in the comments to comment what they thought it was. And a lot of people seem to agree on the same thing. I'll put them all on the screen right now, actually. Alright, so the list pretty much goes on. I can show so many more screenshots pretty much talking about this, but it would take way too much time. So if you guys want, just go to the comment section of that video and just scroll through it if you're actually curious. But yeah, so just because I wasn't able to explain how I got the hit, that doesn't just instantly mean I'm cheating. Like, there are other things that can come into play. And the thing is, I guarantee you, everybody watching this video, including you, have gotten a hit like that on someone before. Maybe you didn't realize it, but from their perspective, you probably got a crazy hit like that before. And there's no denying it, because it's happened to all of us. I guarantee you, everyone watching this video also has been hit like that before by someone else, and just instantly assumed they were cheating. Like, it's Minecraft. This game is so ping-based to the point where, like, it's completely unfair. Like, I'll admit, the only reason why I'm so good is probably because I'm a pinger. But that doesn't mean I'm cheating in these clips. Like, this game is so ping-based that it's actually unreal. And stuff like that do happen, so what you're saying is completely invalid.
What's happening here is the guy is actually falling while Childish is rising. So they're approximately at the same Y level. Approximately at the same Y level. Approximately at the same Y level.
Yo, I don't know if I'm blind, but I'm failing to see how that's the same Y level, because that's clearly not. That's like a block difference at least. But what's funny is he actually forgot to mention that we're both moving towards each other as well. I'm holding W while he's holding W, trying to get out of that corner. So that also is, like, that's a huge factor that comes into play, which allows me to get that hit on him. Like, we're both pushing towards each other, and clearly we're not on the same Y level. Like, I'm sure anyone who has eyes are able to tell that he's way higher than me. You can literally use the tree beside him to compare. He's like 2 blocks in the air. Yeah, he is falling, and he did hit me. I rose up like half a block. Like, there's still like 1.5 block just like of space there missing. So I don't know how that's the same Y level, but I mean, okay.
So you can't really use Y level as an excuse here, considering that not only is he looking at you, you're also on the same Y level as him.
So that's where I got the first hit when he replays it.
So once again, this is not where he got the hit. I've shown it before. I'm going to show it right now on the screen that he got the hit much before, and he's going to use the excuse for the Y level, but this doesn't make any sense because they're on the same Y level. Anyway, let's go to the next clip.
Alright, so what doesn't make sense is that in the video, Tenebrous says my first hit was blatant reach, but if you watch the video, we both trade hits. He hits me and I hit him. So I mean, if he was able to hit me there, wouldn't that mean he was cheating too? If I were using reach? Like, that makes no sense what you're saying. And then the second hit, this is clearly not the same Y level. Like, you can't even say that's the same Y level because this is not. I'm on the ground and he's like 2 blocks in the air. This right here, this missing block is the 3rd block. So he's like halfway through that. And not to mention, you can see he stops clicking too, which allows me to get closer to him. So what Tenebrous said about this is completely invalid and makes absolutely no sense.
If you're not taking the same KB as him, then you're using a knockback modifier. Yo guys, what is going on? Tenebrous here. Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about higher CPS and how it gives you less knockback. So maybe 10 minutes in his video in single player trying to prove that he's legit. So this is a completely false comparison because in single player people's pings are actually 0. So now how does Minecraft interpret pings? So if you don't know, Minecraft runs on a tick system of 20 ticks a second. So that means that if there's 20 ticks a second and 1,000 milliseconds per tick, then the ping zones are 50 ms intervals, which means that anything under 50 ms it doesn't matter. Which means that anything under 50 ms it doesn't matter.
Okay, so obviously I'm aware that being on a single player world isn't the same as getting those hits on a multiplayer world, especially when I was doing it to a zombie. Like, that's common knowledge. I even said in the video that this wasn't to, like, prove I was legit. I clearly said it was for a visual representation. I did it so you guys could visualize the situation better. I didn't do it to prove I was legit. And the funny thing is, what's weird is that Tenebrous calls me out on being on a single player world, yet his whole argument of misplace was actually pretty much on a single player world as well. It was run on a local host server, meaning he gets 0 ping because it's hosted by his home internet connection. So that's kind of weird. You're calling me out on being on a single player world, yet you're like doing the exact same thing, which seems kind of hypocritical, don't you think?
He's a hypocrite.
Alright, so at this point I'm pretty sure Tenebrous is just grasping for straws, looking for anything to accuse me on, because in this he pretty much proves my point actually. So his argument against me was that when I was demonstrating it in the single player world, I wasn't standing where I actually was standing. But if you see over here, you can count off this wall 1, 2, and then this is where I said I was standing, in the middle of these 2 blocks. You can clearly tell I'm in the middle because the shadow on the ground shows it's half of it is on that side and half of it is on the other side, which means I'm in the middle of this block, right? Like, when I was behind here, I wasn't hitting him at all. So this is where he claims I got the hit, right there, which you can clearly see, once again, 1, 2, in the middle of this block. Hitting him at all.
Alright,
And then in my video, actually, I clearly show, and I was standing right 1, 2, and in the middle of this block. That's exactly where I was standing. So I don't know if like Tenebrous is like retarded, or I mean, like, it's quite obvious that I was standing where I said I was. And as you can see, I'm still able to hit it. I'm able to. Yeah, I don't really know what's up with that, but I mean, alright. Okay, so I decided to save this clip for the very end of the video because a lot of the stuff I talk in prior to it pretty much it's like the exact same thing. So, as you guys know, throughout this video, you can see that Tenebrous constantly just contradicts himself from other videos. So I'll show you guys how he does the exact same thing in this clip.
basically, in this clip, you can clearly see that he's moving backwards when he gets the hit. Now, if he was moving forwards, that would make more sense. But if you watch it very carefully, he's traveling backwards and then gets the hit.
Alright, so this is just a terrible attempt to make me look bad, because I guarantee you, I can go in any other YouTuber's channel and I could find them getting a hit similar to that.
Can't really think straight right now. Can't really think straight right now. He is cheating.
That clip actually took me 10 seconds to get. Guarantee you can go in any other YouTuber's channels and find that in almost any of their videos. Like, it's a common thing that happens. So I don't see how that's an argument at all.
Actually, if you count the blocks right here, you can see that he is standing on, I believe, what is the third block, and the person who is fighting is also standing on the third block. They're both standing on the middle, which means that there's 3 blocks in between them, which means he's using about 3.5, I would say like 3.3 reach in this clip.
Actually, if you were able to count, you can clearly see that my shadow is not in the center of the block, meaning I'm actually more forward than the center. As you can see, he marks it off. This is where the block ends, right? My shadow is like 25% past that, if not a little bit more, which proves that I'm not standing in the center of the block. So, I mean, I don't know where he got that from, but it makes sense. So, apparently I'm using like 3.3 reach. That's probably where his missing 0.3 was, because if I were in the center and I got that hit, then yeah, that's most likely cheating, but I'm not. I'm actually close to the edge, actually. I'm probably in between the center and the edge, if anything, so...
And then proceeds to get this very insane combo, which seemingly came out of nowhere, after taking velocity backwards. So, essentially, the reason why some people, like when they get combos, on their screen they're really close and the other screen the guy's like 7 blocks away, is because of latency. Proceeds to get this very insane combo, which seemingly came out of nowhere.
Pretty much the end of this video. I know that all of this drama is probably getting really annoying, and trust me, I'm getting really annoyed of it too. So hopefully it all comes to an end soon. And yeah, so for those who still think I cheat, like, I really couldn't care less. Like, if you want to unsub, then I mean, go for it. Like, it doesn't bother me at all, to be honest. But for those who are actually loyal and have my back through all of this, through all of these YouTubers bashing on me, and through all of these exposed videos, props to you guys. These guys are just honestly amazing. And you guys are pretty much the reason why I keep uploading. So, hope you guys enjoy this video. Hopefully everything goes back to normal soon. And yeah, peace.